Children, we have raw data. What is the raw data? Here we have marks of 10 students in maths out of 20. What is that? 15, 17, 14, 8, 17, 18, 19, 20, 19, 20. That is collected, is known as raw data. Now we are arranging this. How can I arrange? Ascending order or descending order, like that. 8, 14, writing the ascending order or descending order. When we write in that manner this data, it is known as array data or array form. So in that manner we will do the sum of the exercise 22a whenever we have sum of this type. Taking one of example in which I will explain you the construction of frequency table. So here we have some data, and what is the data? The data of temperature in degree centigrade during the day at Delhi of recorded for 30 days. Here we have. And now we have to construct a frequency distribution table. So how will you construct it? First you will find what is the temperatures given. 11.3, 11.4, 11.5, 11.6, 11.7, 11.8. Whenever we see this data, we will find that there is no other temperature other than 11.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So write in that manner in the first column the temperature. In the second column we will write Delhi marks. Delhi marks means how many 11.3 counted or recorded in the data. How many times? We will write here. And frequency, the total number of 11.3 collected or recorded, that will write in the last, that is known as frequency. So count it here. 11.3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we will write this in the line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for we will take the cross from top of the 4 and bottom of the first. That will make a set of 5. You have already studied in class 7 and 6 also. And the next we will start again for 6 and 7. So 7 is there. Next is 11.4. Just count it. 11.4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and the last 5. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and the cross for 5. So here we have 5. Similarly, you will find 11.5, 11.6, 11.7, 11.8 temperature recorded. How many times in the data, and we will write in the same manners, and we will write in the last frequency. So here is this total of frequency should be 30. As the recorded temperature, that is 30. So that the total of the frequency should be 30. That will be give you your questions, your solutions of the question is correct. If 30 is not coincide with this, suppose your total of the frequency is not 30, that means you have made some mistake in there or counted in this one. So make sure that the total 30 should be equal to the recorded data, that is also the 30 times. So in that manner you will do the sum of given in your exercise. Children, in the last example we just study about the frequency distribution table of ungrouped data. Now here we will study how to make a frequency distribution table with the group data. Here we have the marks of 40 students of your class, and we will make or we will learn how to make a frequency distribution table with the group data. In the group data we will make the group that is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. In this group we will write how many students get 10 to 20. But remember that 20 will not include in this group. 20 will count it in the group 20 to 30. Same the 30 marks is not counted in this group. 30 will counted in the next group. Similarly 40 in the next group and 50 in this group. Remember this 20 we will not count in this group 10 to 20. 20 will count in the 20 to 30. Similarly all others. So count this one 10 to 20. Whenever we count this 10 to 20 marks, that are 5 times we will find it. So 5, write 1, 2, 3 and for 5 we will take the top of the 4 and bottom of the first. We will join this, that will make a set of 5. So we will write the 5, find out 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60 from this marks. So you will write down the tally marks. We have already studied how to make the tally marks. So write the frequency as whenever we have. So find the total, that is 40. Remember that 40 should be equal to this one. If that is not equal to this one, that means you have made some mistake in counting the data. So in that manner you will make a frequency distribution table with a group. Children, I am taking now the class interval, class limit and class mark. In the group data 10 to 20, 20 to 30, that is the class interval, and the class limits 10 and 20 are called the class limits. Class marks, lower limit plus upper limit. Lower limit is about 10, upper limit is about 20. Here the lower limit is 20, upper limit is 30. So lower limit plus upper limit upon 2, that is 10 plus 20 upon 2, that is 30 upon 2, that is 50. So that is known as class marks. So with the help of this you will do the sum of exercise 22A. All the explanation I have given you already. So try to do the sums of exercise 20A. I think there is no problem in doing the sum of exercise 22A. Children, I am explaining how to make a bar graph. Here I am taking one example in which the object bicycle, scooter, car, bus, train are given and the speed of that are also given. Bicycle 10, scooter 40, car 60, bus 50 and train 80. The speed are in kilometer per hour and we have to make a bar graph. So learn how to make a bar graph. With the help of this bar graph you will know how to make a bar graph, and with the help of this you can do the sum of exercise 22B. So let's study. First we will take the speed on the line y-axis and the object we will take on the x-axis. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. On the y-axis we will take the speed 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 according to our convenience. As the speed is given 10, 40, 60, 50, 80, there is no decimal, so that is convenient to make this one 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. Here we will take on y-axis the objects. So first what is given we will make. What is that? Bicycle. Bicycle, speed of bicycle is 10. So we will make a box in that manner and up to 10. That means the maximum speed of bicycle is 10 km per hour. Similarly, the speed of scooter is 40. So we will make a box up to 40. Car 60, as the speed of car is 60 km per hour. The bus 50 km per hour and the train is 80 km per hour. So in that manner you will make a bar graph for this data that will show the speed of particular object. Children, now I am taking double bar graph, how to make the double bar graph and why we make the double bar graph. Double bar graph basically used for comparing two things. Suppose in your school we have boys and girls in particular section, first, second, third, fourth and fifth, and we have to compare what about the ratio of the boys and girls. So we can easily calculate the ratio of the boys and girls with the help of this double bar graph. Here we have the two graph, or we can see the double bar here. In one we have cross line and one we have the blank. So blank represent the boys and the cross line that represent the girls. Here I am taking the first class first. As we will see, here is the 30 boys in this class first and the 40 girls. Similarly, in the class second, we see that 60 boys are in this class and the 40 girls. Similarly, in the third, here is the 30 boys and the 20 girls. In the fourth, there is 30 boys and the 40 girls. Here in the fifth, 20 boys and the 30 girls. So with the help of the double bar graph, we can compare of any two things. So with the help of this double bar graph, you can make the double bar graph. If the sum of this type is given in your exercise 22b, so in that manner you will do the sum. In that manner you will make a double bar graph. Children, I am taking question number one more example in which I will explain you how to make a pie graph. So, or we can say the pie chart. Both are the same. So in that graph, you will make a circle and you will divide the circle in the ratio of the object is given. Suppose we have given objects, bicycle, scooter, car, bus, train, and the speed of that are given 10, 40, 60, 50, 80, and we have to make a pie graph or pie chart for this data. So how will you make? First we will add this speed: bicycle 10, scooter 40, car 60, bus 50, train 80. The total we get the 240. Now we will compare this 240 with 10, 40, 60, 50, 80, and we all know that the angle on a pint, the total angle on a pint is 360. So we will compare it with the 360 and we will find out the central angle. How can just see first one? Bicycle, the speed of bicycle is 10 km per hour and the total we got the 240 which we are comparing. So 10 upon 240 into 360 for finding out the central angle. As the total angle is about the pint is 360, so 10 upon 240 into 360 we will get the 15 degree. So for angle we will make in this circle for bicycle, that will be the 15 degree. Draw a line and with the help of protractor we will make the angle 15 degree. Now again we will take the scooter. What is the speed of scooter? 40. We will find out 40 upon 250 into 360 equal to 60 degree. Again we will make the angle 60 degree with the help of protractor. That will show the speed of the scooter. Now we will take the car 60 upon 240 into 360 will give the 90 degree. Now we will make the angle 90 degree with the scooter. That will show the speed of car. Again we will see the 50 bus, speed of bus, that is 50 upon 240, 360 into that will give the 75. So speed of bus will make the angle 75 in the car, so that will show the speed of bus. Again we will make an angle of 120 as the train speed is 80 upon 240 into 360 will give the 120. So the remain angle only we have left the train, so that will be equal to 120. There is no need to make an angle, that will be obviously that will 120. So in that manner you will make a pie graph or pie chart. Object is given, speed is given, central angle, I already told you how to make a central angle, how to find out the central angle. So in that manner you will make a pie graph. With the help of these sums, for example, you can do the sum of exercise 20b in which you have to make a pie graph or pie chart.